Okay, we're going to look at functional notation, and let's say we've got f of x equals x squared plus 5. A good way to think about these equations is whatever's in the bracket, you write it down, you square it, and you add on 5. So if the question then asked for f of 4, whatever's in the bracket, you write it down, you square it, and you add on 5. Whatever's in the bracket, which is 4, you write it down, you square it, and you add on 5. That'll be 16 plus 5, and that is 21. Okay, g of x equals 3x plus 5, g of minus 2. So the g function is whatever's in the bracket, write it down, times it by 3, add on 5. Whatever's in the bracket, write it down, multiply it by 3, and add on 5. 3 times minus 2 is minus 6, minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1. Okay, t of x equals 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. And we're going to find t of 3. So whatever's in the bracket, write it down, square it, multiply by 2, and then take away 3 lots of whatever's inside the bracket, and then add on 1. So whatever's in the bracket, write it down, square it, multiply by 2, and then take away 3 lots of whatever's inside the bracket, plus 1. So 3 squared is 9, times it by 2 is 18, minus 3 3s are 9, plus 1, 18 minus 9 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Okay, m of x equals 2x squared minus 7. We're going to find m of 1 plus m of minus 2. Well, first of all, let's find m of 1. So m of 1, whatever's in the bracket, write it down, square it, times it by 2, take away 7. Whatever's in the bracket, write it down, square it, times it by 2, and take away 7. So 1 squared is 1, times 2 is 2. That's 2 take away 7, that's minus 5. So we've found that m of 1 is equal to minus 5. Let's now find m of minus 2. So whatever's in the bracket, write it down, square it, times it by 2, take away 7. Whatever's in the bracket, write it down, square it, times it by 2, take away 7. So minus 2 squared is 4, times that by 2 is 8. 8 take away 7 is 1. So then we'll just add both them together. 1 plus minus 5 will give me minus 4. Next one, g of x equals cos of x, and we're looking for g of 60. So whatever's in the bracket, I'm taking cos of whatever's inside the bracket. So whatever's in the bracket, cos of whatever's inside the bracket, cos of 60, and that is 0.5. n of x equals 7 plus 5x. Question then says n of a equals 15 and find a. So a common mistake here at this point is to replace x with 15, but 15 is not in the bracket, it's 8's inside the bracket. So whatever's in the bracket, I'll write it down, I'll multiply it by 5 and add on 7. Whatever is inside the bracket, I'll write it down, I'll multiply it by 5 and add on 7. Whatever's in the bracket is a, so the substitution is x for a. So that will give me 7 plus 5a. The question then tells me that n of a is equal to 15 to find a. So n of a is equal to 15. Find a, well that's easy. Take the 7 across, take away, that will be 5a equals 8, and a equals 8 over 5. q of x equals 5x minus 11. q of a equals minus 3. Find a. So whatever's in the bracket, I write it down, times by 5 and take away 11. So a is in the bracket. Whatever's in the bracket, I write it down, I times it by 5 and I take away 11. Q of A then holds a value of minus 3, so that's equal to minus 3. Bring the minus 11 across, change its sign. 5A will be equal to minus 3 plus 11, which is 8, and A will be equal to 8 over 5.